And in the studio for discuss this, I get with me William Saulamin, the National Coordinator for Civil Society on Service Delivery and also Executive Director Accountability Now. William Saulamin, welcome to the shop this day.
Yeah, good afternoon and thanks for having me.
Almost 4 months since President Julius Maada Bio re-elected for second term in office after the June 24 multi-tier elections. And we don't see it set up in cabinet, and he also appoint and few, director generals them now, some institutions and also other agencies as well. But generally, how you want to evaluate, 4 months of President Julius Maada Bio after the June 24 in terms of governance?
Well, to be honest with you, much not go really there for evaluate for now because, as you rightly say, I don't get the full cabinet. When very soon now, if you say a complete in the cabinet appointment, you look at some agencies and departments. I mean, some people are even worried whether they will go for sack them or they will go for retain their offices. You look at the local councils. Mind you, you get the central government. You get also the local councils, where some of the local councils, now the All People's Congress, they man them, and because they still refuse not to go for work, that one they also affect the job of the central government, because governments not to just the one the appointment of the president and in turn appoint ministers. We all are part of the governance. If the governance appointment or that one they don't vote for, not take up the office seat, for make we forget effective running of the state is always very difficult. Now, as we speak, some of the local councils are not working up to this time, 4 months down. You look at even the work, the headman them, like Freetown, you get headman in a Freetown. Up to this time, the election will take place for headman them. I expect maybe by the end of October month, then you can forget elections. And I know they wish for that, but I know say also tensions and for rise at the mountain area and the peninsula area during this period, tensions again for mount in terms of lawlessness and discipline, that there for the so all of these sectors and they all are part of governance, the one they will now appointed. So ministry not there for operate without the MDA. So the not make appointment in the MDAs, then the problems they get for the. You get some MDAs that we get to work with board. The board they therefore exist. Some of them board they don't dissolve them, during the election period or before the election, they don't dissolve them. Since they dissolve them, they still need to make new appointment for the people and begin work. So once all of their appointment and they still not complete yet, the government, the central government operation go still cease. You look at parliament. Parliament still the APC not good it. Now we look up to APC SLP one of the parliament. You see all of the APC, not a small number, not to 10 parliamentarians, not to 20, very large number. They still not go in parliament. So this they affect the day-to-day running of the governance. Women feel say it will be difficult for somebody really able to assess. Yes, for the president and for some few ministers, they don't make some gains with the traveling within this 4 month period, with the UN General Assembly very recently, the gains that we commodity like from the Minister of Labor, Raman Sohari, you see the check we receive, the president, we see say a lot of engagement with MCC and so many other international bodies were able to lobby it for making way for get money. But up to now, things are not still materialized. Like the mayor, we see also it gets a group where they work on an MOU, but the mayor is not working. So if you go sign MOU now with an institution in America, say we will support the council. If the mayor is not working, the council is stuck down. So a lot of things don't hold on to the effective running of the state, and this one will cause more hardship. This is just a fact of the matter. Once other key political parties, when at the APC, is not working for now, and appointments are not complete for now, the country gets for stuck down, and once it's stuck down, it gets for affect the economy greatly. But individually, the president and some other few ministers, they can make some inroads for the past 4 months because of the movement, the traveling, moving here and there. They can make some inroads. So I believe, say, if them funds and they come into governance, I mean, a way for cushion from now to December. Say December and a festive period where everybody can for enjoy. So if finance the flow December month, definitely. whether you are a youth or woman or ageable somebody, back up with what will come on US and America, add to it you get now. I mean, the Christmas go fine for you. So the only hope and pray, and they still continue for talk to brothers and at the side of the APC, for me they can take up the seat, they can take up governance, and say how best to go move the process forward, so that, I mean, things are going forward faster in the country. But for now, things are going very, very slow.
I know, you know, very challenging, and recently we see the president going at the United Nations General Assembly, who said make statements, and also according to Honorable Alhaji Alpha Khan, he say there are a lot of progress because the president gets over 19 meetings with, you know, head of states and partners, yes, you know, in terms of development. And then meetings and they now very fruitful meetings, we mean saying turn, Salonga for benefit from the meetings and they as well. And, you know, other development take place. The president meet with IMF, he meet with
the ICC, they say they will arrest them and all that, a lot of news.
And all of that. So even as that, there are still challenges. And, you know, negotiations still go on between the ruling Sierra People's Party and the main opposition People's Congress Party. And in recent as possible, we see a picture we seem for the move across social media. You understand, say, the new U.S. ambassador, you know, gets a program wherein he call members from the opposition, members from the ruling government, and all be diddy. And we see that kind of camaraderie between the opposition head, Dr. Samuel Kamara, and the Chief Minister, Dr. David Moina Senge. You know, and that is seen for the trend, and most people seem for say in a positive part. We are in, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, you know, in resolving. Parliament goes soon open, October 15. And most people expect the opposition for going to Parliament, you know, with all of what's in the happen, negotiation on. But are you also describe the situation currently?
Well, the situation, me they feel say, it will come to normal by the next opening of Parliament, and by how they see things and they happen small, because may not be the way expect say may be for going to UN, you know, because if you already work, the way you go to UN, most times we go to UN for go lobby.
All right, welcome back. You know, we currently experiencing some technical glitch, but we're back again. They show that this day on the YV television channel 33 and on the radio 101.7 FM. And still get to William Saulamin, the National Coordinator, CSO on Service Delivery, and also the Executive Director for Accountability. Now, I just joined by Mohammed, youth activist, and instead don't join the conversation. Mohammed, welcome to the show of this day.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, viewers. Thank you, David.
All right. Saulamin, you be on the legs talk about issues pertaining to the opposition going back to Parliament and also involving to governance, the council, Parliament, all that side pivotal, you know, in terms of development, and you be actually the talk around that.
Yeah, until and unless, you know, these are a democratic world now. Until or unless we brothers and sisters and get back to Parliament, the councils them, and the various parts of the country, which are APC, demand, go back to the respective councils. I will tell you for free, we will still continue for go slow, because it is now go slow. Because I even wonder if money on the last quarter, I mean, allocation don't take place for both local councils and the MDs. If money don't go this safe now, would that go for be a principal signatories to the money there, at the councils them? You know, the Parliament. A lot of things they do, they can now, government they do. A lot of statements they don't make on a UN, they don't do a lot of work. What they need for can continue for do again. And some of them pronouncements they need from His Excellency the President, therefore go through Parliament. Parliament go for debate on it before they say yes, Lord, go ahead. Even if not loan, you know, a donor partner say they give a loan. You know that they can take that loan to begin implement. You got for go to Parliament. Parliament got for debate on them. Look at the conditionalities, the loans and all of that, and then they endorse. Then government begin run. But if all they want is still stand still, then the government, the country they go slow. So not only the global crisis that they hit Sierra Leone, but also we own internal politics, we own internal governance issues. They hit the economy. Because, for example, Freetown City or McKinney City, if McKinney City and McKinney district councils are not really effectively running, mind you, again for stock and everything, people have been contractors for their local councils, then they supply goods, then the council pay them. Some people in the way they do labor work, council pay them. If the council is not effectively running, people go for continue for suffer. So you get the economic global problems, they get the internal problem that could add to the crisis. So that will make the crisis the worst. So they continue for talk today. We don't talk for the past 4 months that they need for go back to work. You can work and you still they bring you case. You know, sometimes you can even find what you do within governance and then you make a case. If you got problem with any organization you do with, or you absent a meeting 1 or 2 times, find out that thing is stab you. Make sure say every meeting you did it and on time. When you did it on time, whatever thing they want to talk against you, they're able because they see they look like So me, they really plead to APC. They really plead to in the interest of Sierra Leone, not in the interest of any other person, but in the interest of Mama Salou, make them go back to work, and let's see how we all go continue for look at this peace talk, this national cohesion, and all of that. We just have one Sierra Leone. This district they say this region they say that, and they even worry for make this thing not even drag you to religious, conflict, you know, and then it will be the worst. This country I don't see Timmy man married to any man. Fula they married to. There was a gap between the Fula and other tribes. But now it's simple. For them Fula send married to another. I don't see the Banista they married to Salomon. You know, so the intermarriage alone they take place now for tell we say we don't really need for them to conflict. And at this time we are looking at the economic situation. Things are very hard. Transportation very expensive. Some of what they come out of the peninsula. I'm not going for use vehicle sometimes. But if you don't use vehicle, it's almost the same. Yeah. For Komon Peninsula camp, you have to spend over 100,000 for come and go back. So sometimes we say, okay, now buy me 5 liters of petrol, So the crisis is there. And until and unless Parliament begin work effectively, the councils that begin work effectively, because now they talk about decentralization. We don't have to see a ministry to come out for go implement programs now the cities, other districts. The council therefore receive money and able, because of the devolution, therefore able for implement activities. But if the CAs across the country, and then for run the council, then proper system nobody operate and we will see proper accountability. Let us see the political head and the administrative head, then they work side by side, and then you will see some amount of development.
Okay, I'll come back to William Saul. Now bring Mohamed into the conversation. And from the young people point of view, I know the expectation of young people very high, even though issues surrounding, you know, involvement to governance, more especially into cabinet, we see that's exhibited by the president, and we get over 90 to 99% of the cabinet ministers. You know, then are young people.
Not only cabinet or even parliament. This trip proudly for don't be any youth. Seriously, because they don't get everything at the country now. You know if I come talking, say now they will for one panel. Don't see them pardon. Now the one don't take over. So now they will look up to now.
Yes. So generally into governance, we see young people involved fully. Like William Saul mentioned, even parliament and even the council, the one who council serve now young people, and despite they not being the normal job mates, but even the cabinet is full of young people, and we see the involvement, you know, by women, you know, into the cabinet, the council, and as well the members of parliament. But generally, what's not be your assessment? It's almost 4 years since after the June 24 multi-tier, 4 months, sorry, after the June 24 multi-tier election.
Thank you very much, David. I think the conversation don't be. I mean, you know, lead to a very solid foundation by the senior colleague, Mr. Saulami, in terms of the issues that we, I think, in discussing some. I cannot wait for, you know, reiterate that it's been 4 months, like you have said, you know, since the elections, and then what we're now seeing is as a result of the presidential commitments for ensure, you know, what he said before elections, during and after, is not fulfilling. And that's about the thing we are working now as young people, having seen, you know, our colleagues, you know, being appointed to several positions of trust, you know, cabinets, you know, like parliament, being voted and all of that. And some who are also being voted cannot come out to perform a lot of functions is a worry and a concern, because remember, we said we have some young people, you know, into governance, into parliament, into council, all of that. And the platform from both parties, we see that really awarded symbols to young people. Want to thank both the SLPP now in governance and also the CLP and the All Congress Party for ensuring that the young people get space within the political landscape of Sierra Leone in terms of all the issues I just mentioned. Now, as young people, having observed with keen interest, we now really very concerned that our colleagues, you know, from the other side of you know, government in waiting, which you see, most of what you talk about it in Sierra Leone, until tomorrow or next tomorrow. But for yesterday and today, we now talk about APC as people in this country. And then so whatever we look at the APC, government waiting, whether it's in the next 5 years or whereabouts, we will come to the command and SPP. Therefore, young people and we don't vote for, we don't, they assume you don't trust, they will come forward for perform that duty. So that's why we're not saying, let's come together more, because elections are done, and like all of us have observed, there's no perfect situation around the world, not even Sierra Leone. And so everybody gets way ahead, things it will affect time. But what's more important is that as a country, as a nation, we must fast forward, move forward, in the sense that, I not go gladly. But then what's happen, the opportunity will get for represent Sierra Leone as a country now put before. And so we said the joint hands and joint voices as we normally do for talk to the People's Congress Party, and their leadership, for sure say, let we come in interest of this country, because when President Lee was vying for elections, he said, I will come to make Salon better. President Samoa did the same thing. Nobody will talk about manifesto to say, I can't play Salon. So assuming Samoa Kama got to become president, so then in interest and for make Sierra Leone. So also President Lee now, who has won the elections, his focus is on building Sierra Leone. Therefore, he now needs all and sundry to come on board to join him doing so. One meeting on the 4th of July, my brother there, Mr. Saul, and other colleagues from the civil society were there at the State House. He said, gentlemen and ladies, I thank you for coming. I appreciate it so much. You know what happened? Sierra Leone must move forward. But me, President sitting here, cannot do it alone. And that is why I rely on each and every structure. Each and every voice is critical to my government. Therefore, as you have come, I'm also giving you a challenge that let's build the peace first, and let's ensure that we see ourselves as one people, and now put our hands on deck for big Sierra Leone. We only get one country when I want people to live there. Therefore, now we are going to get for make up. So President himself committed, apart from politics, from campaigning, down to his now practical commitment in terms of the appointment, in terms of even now as his appointing. Not young people have been appointed to board of trustees, to commissions, to all of that. They are just awaiting parliamentary approval. But like I have said, we cannot move Sierra Leone forward with only one party in parliament. No. We need the critical voices of the People's Congress Party, as as a constructive opposition that has been, for instance, we get check and balance within the government now of SPP. For instance, say, oh, this business in town, so are they good? Yes, if they are, how causing the benefit will be for other parts of the country, and that's what we also need. And of course, for the local council I've just mentioned, we'll get a bulk or a burden on the huge global financial crisis, like my brother mentioned. But at national level also, it's becoming worse, because now, if the case, if you don't get people who don't give them supplies to government, to councils and all of that, and those ones, the people are dependent on them for survival and livelihood. And now, I contract, I don't supply, maybe I don't build schools for council and all of that, they will pay me money, maybe so now money is about to take. Now, loan I go take, for just say I fulfill the contract, and then this money will come. First, I will get back debt to the lender, and I will get a situation in terms of him paying the interest. And now I will take care of my family. So there are people who don't even depend on mainstream politics, but depend on what they do to get what they want. And in this case, we are all giving services across the country. And this morning I had the CFO of Free Justice Council, respectfully, Mr. Decentralization, was really, mentioning positive outcomes, development that are achieved over the past 3 or 4 months, since after elections. And then we count that they are. But the truth of the matter is that he himself might be too comfortable to go on a council, both as a head,
political head, administrative
head. He cannot be comfortable in that, because he himself needs to be checked. And therefore, 2 bullies are better than 1. So forget the council, we have free function. Only the administrative side of them, the degree that we require for base area. So therefore, everybody is required. Councillors, with mayors, with chairpersons, all of that, wherever you are, and the party as the APC, you are critical voice to this government, to this governance, existence and success. You cannot succeed as a government without being on board, and the president himself is committed to that. So it's with us now, as a people, as a nation, as as political leaders, for say, oh no, come what we say we work for our country. Sitting 3 or 4 months not working for a country is in itself as a disservice, regardless of how hot it may have been. But that notwithstanding, there's still a room for improvement. Let's come together, let's ensure that we push forward. And then on the issue of the young people's appointment and all of that, you yourself will agree with me, say, presidents are possibly not the first time. A leverage also need. You see? Now, one thing for let person appoint you, now one thing for let get to leverage for upgrades. The young people, since appointment to now, everything that give it, they make it incredible impacts, in terms of their respective ministries, departments, and agencies. So this is what we are looking forward to. And the other day we said, we are going to stop promoting and support our colleagues. Because listen, like what Sarah say, I can't say, for this AYD. He said, if they change the young parents, the parent can young people, He said, David, you ask him again, you know, ask the Siba, ask the Senators,
Yes.
ask the, you know, the Keke Thomas, ask the Jamilus. He said, go and ask them now what the way forward is. So this is what we are saying. Our people, the trajectory will not start right now. We are saying that they should just be on that and increase on it, because as far as we are seeing positive strides, Chief Minister is just mentioned a picture. I saw the Chief Minister, Dr. Dimizmoya, saying it. You know, so very, you know, critically and respectfully, you know, getting around the main of that, you know, to Samuel Kamara, you know, in about 2 nights ago, on, you know, on the issue we just mentioned about the US ambassadors and dinner, whatever.
And that's one for the sea.
And that's one for sea. Those people are not demagogues. They are not extraordinary. They are also human beings who also require approach. You know, once you approach them, they are also receptive to that kind of approach, and you can move forward. Those guys are in itself a positive one for a short say, give up, build a cohesion and peace we want to see. It starts from a single step, dialogue continues, and then we get a way forward in that. That can be not only beneficial to the party, but also to the nation at large.
And, you know, something very important in getting governance structure for be successful, and we don't see the president present in Big Five. And in Big Five, obviously involve every hands on board, because you look at job creation, you look at human capital, and you know, also the Big Five speaks on food sufficient, agriculture to be precise, in getting Sierra Leone, you know, on the right footing. You know, initially when the president really talked to ministers, then he will make a policy statement that he wants for a sure say by 2025, you know, 2025-26 to 2028, salon able for produce, rest for we save, and we save able for export the rest outside, and you know, in turn we able for benefits, you know, into that. But how the president envision and in Big Five we don't put together able for succeed when we still get issues surrounding governance? We mentioned the opposition, no one for saying no one for, you know, getting to governance because of obviously reasons, concerns when there is after the June 24 election. But despite to see no session, they on that, and everybody hope that come when Parliament open, we will see the opposition participating to governance, and we see some of the presidents in Big Five being ruled out, because if you get the opposition in between, then obviously you get a you know, a better rollout of the president's vision. But how we want to see the president's vision succeed, you know, inside the country? You know, it's 4 months, and now we'll probably get something like 4 years, 6 months, you know, of president doing governance.
David, you know, if a man who gets family, he gets Pekin, he gets wife, and he didn't at home, for never papa, he will build house in the first place. My man never understand, say, they need to reduce how they eat. Because if all the money come, they put them in a pot, they will buy cement or iron road. So therefore, knowing that to the president's vision in terms of what he has mentioned in the Big Five, field salon, you know, human capital developments, youth employment, you know, revamping the public sector, service architecture, and of course, you know, the issue of the tech, you know, infrastructure. Those are the Big Fives. Because that is a very serious issue in terms of food for this country. President in the first time, he will say the structure education. And we saw 22% of the budgets, you know, to education, and we saw the impacts. Now he has come. People have said, okay, what they go school to go into angry. He said, no. Now this 5 years coming, my focus will be number one. The big game 5 changes will be feed Sierra Leone. He don't say they can't feed SMPPO or feed PLUC or UDB. He said they can't feed Salon. What means say everybody gets a role for play in that. And therefore, in feeding Sierra Leone means say you cannot do without, you know, one person being involved, or another person being involved. The All People Congress Party at critical role, as I started saying, and like what I've been saying this to you. Now, I believe the governments have been pronounced this. They're now working, I'm sure they'll now be thinking of doing a, you know, a rollout plan in terms of, you know, either the economic blueprint, but next government agenda in terms of activities, how they can roll them out. They'll be thinking about that. That they cannot do also without the participation of the ruling, the main opposition party. So therefore, we are calling them, because for Fifth Sierra Leone means say the APC councillor, the APC chairperson, the APC honorable, and the APC maybe other APC person in terms of maybe is he chairperson or maybe local committee person across the country, as far as SFP as well. all man gets a role for play. Because president at State House here, with the line district, with the MDs that we get, looking for monitor how one for farm, the bigger districts in this country will progress. I tell you, for succeeding agriculture in this country, we need for also, the politicized agriculture. Because if we look at inter-district value chain, addition to agriculture, Moyamba, what are good at? Kenema, what are good at? Tongolili, what are good at? Kano, what are good at? If only, for example, we pay attention in terms of rice production, taking Cambia, for example, we are sure say, if we only pay attention to Cambia in terms of rice production, Cambia, will feel salon. If we take maybe for Kenema in terms of cocoa or cacao and Kailan, whatever the case might be, we will get a huge foreign exchange. If we say all of this in terms of ginger, we bombarding for ginger, all that things, then we will ensure say we don't only get money or get ginger enough for take care of ourselves, we will sell as a foreign exchange. We mean say that itself will contribute to dollar coming down. So feeding salon in itself is not about getting food and eat. It's about what you get the food and eat, about what you get in terms of reserves, about what you get to contribute externally. So getting more and selling out. Attract more goods, where you save need. That in itself will stabilize the economy. So, feeding salon only goes about go beyond food for eat and sleep and wake. It goes across developments, house building, it goes across education, it goes across, health. Because me, if I get medicine, I'm for taking the morning. The first doctor would say, David, you don't eat. So the food itself is an integral part in all of that. So, but I want people to understand, say, not only for can get food and eat. People don't the farm. Me, na upline boy, I born upline and all of that. But also, I understand that we put them on the farm on a very small scale. Farm, this year we farm, I think it's all year they can't say it's all it is. So it cannot do much. But in all of that, they are still committed. So if we want to expand, for just say we get some mechanized aspects, for increase, for heal and production and productivity, then I'm sure not only get for farm for it, but we'll farm for reserve and farm for sell, we mean say we will become self-financial, stabilized, or sustainable for taking care of ourselves now, and then will contribute to the goods of that country. And then, of course, attract foreign exchange. We mean, say, the country itself now, we don't talk about dollar. I want for dollar safe, after all. They say, we do the sell out. So, get a huge aspect, even just in feeding Sierra Leone, even if segmented, how that will affect young people's employment. Listen, in every component of agriculture, it's around the value chain addition, it gets a layer for employment. And just in itself alone, with 5,000 new jobs, 5,000 new jobs President is creating, not that they say we can't employ 5 people, no. The 7 people is having his office as key staff is part of the burden he's taking from government. The 19 volunteers is having right now, just only in Western area for outreach and publication, are also contributing to letting the burden from government. So, and of course, not talking about the district coordinators that he's having and other staff he's also taking care of, we don't support and that kind of thing. So for us in Sierra Leone, we must look at each and every agenda and how that get for cuts across, not only for we, but also how we promote the country and attract foreign exchange, foreign investments.
Okay, I'll come back to you, Mohammed. I'll bring in William Salam into the conversation. From Mohammed in Q, it shows clearly that if we pay attention, and it's a local product, and also pay attention into young people, there are a lot of things we will change. And with the president in Big Five, how you think Sierranians could fully involve into it and make that Big Five they succeed, in turn we all go benefit?
Well, inside the Big Five, you get the Big Two. And the Big Two, then are the youth employment and the agriculture. They're very, very key. Before this time, they see young people in the go farm. Then tell you, Okada no kites, Keke no kites. Young people, they even go into group farming. When they harvest, they will say this year, will they put 1 3 rooms and pala for you. Bilam, gear and roof, and everything. That one, they don't fade out. You go to villages now, one of the villages where they do farming right now, you go there, like each of the people in the cities, in the village. Young people, all kind of big towns. And for me to succeed in this agriculture, I tell you for free, and not just get for be the national farm, government farm. It get for be other small farm, on a 1 acre, on a half acre, on a 2 acres, put together, and then they make the big farm all the way for feed yourself. So I want to all take that advantage. Very recently, I've been in a Koidunami farm, about 22 acres cassava farm. I don't talk about Tambakwe, you get for good.
Of course.
I like to talk with proof.
No, definitely.
I take the mayor of Kwedu City. I take the director of agriculture. I take the speaker to the paramount chief. I took them all to my farm. You understand? Then go see. I have the pictures in my phone. Yeah? For me to go see reality. this agriculture the president they talk about, if we all not put on panel, in fact the mayor says how this thing we don't begin do so, this is not a problem for we all, we see you don't begin make farm, because the netment now we come for rumpa. Now I say no, when I go for give record first for the first 5 years, because president they say they need to appoint or vote for people who not own farm. We not do the last report it. Yeah. When I therefore do the accountability first for the first 5 years before they come to this one now. This one you end up be the worst, because in now the president don't make it clear say for going to farming. So they didn't expect president to begin audit people. Anybody who don't get appointment for 6 months if you don't get farm. 6 months if you get farm. If you don't get farm, then you're not serious about the president's vision. Then you're not serious about them. Why would they wait for the tractors and all that machinery? Now would they start somewhere else? Yeah, because the agriculture they aim for provide job for people. As I'm talking, I got about 30 young people in my farm. Why do they go and farm then get this they go class? When somebody is receiving 50,000 units for 10 days and 500,000, they go pay for that small technical something in the land. Go pay fees, they get education, then they go back and farm, they get farming. So at the end of the day, these 5,000 jobs that they talk about, 20 brother right, they talk about this stuff. We all are looking for creator job. Of course. We see the labor minister recently at the UN, they don't get a small thing, same for the same employment business. Navo, Gino Navo na AIV, they don't pay employment now. Me not say by next year, more jobs will be created for young people. More than one in university. We want for going to journalism. They go don't create more. So we all get a role for play inside this 5,000. Not only they create job for one. America is going into government. They create job for everybody. That will two jobs. That will 3-4 staff they will get from the office. It's part of that 5,000. So we all got to put hands on deck for ensure say we succeed in this presidential pronouncement. It's not a pronouncement like the president build and get 5,000. You know, even the Pekin will talk about the free quality education. Not to Pekin them, not to one game bond or now all bond them. So now we all for make sure say we take politics we put aside, because there's some man the government get for out tractors, power tillers, and all that thing. Then they take away and go put where 50 or 100,000 units per part panel. They go pack out that side. Or instead of they use that for transport, farming equipment them or farming product, then they go pack wood, coal. We're not to that purpose that the tractors can come for. So we can't forget effective monitoring. And we civil society, we don't have to begin make noise, but people are always not to be part of the process. We do the farming now. And the border self are not saying the plan for Lufa. Because most of the Komon country. However, the quantity, I like a half acre. No, that's small farming. So at the end of the day, we go for feed yourself. Before this time, we've been born small, this country be the feed itself. We don't really know anything go wrong. Before this time, prison officers were in the sentence for 30, 40 years. Then they go on a farm. What the time don't left them 5 years, 3 years. Then they go farm. Because when you run away, you don't have a sentence for 30 years. They left 5 more years for letting free you. Then you go run away, you go start fresh. So you don't run away. Yes. So in that process, when they go to their farm, then they never forget good food, they never for exercise, then they sweat. Then in the evening, you go see 2-3 prison officers, they bring a cab back and various cells at the prisons, and they back in prison. That breeze when they blow them. That exercise when they exercise, they help them for make them get good health. Then they go for eat them their food. Because that's what they go to prison, means that they eat that white rice. Even why they in freedom, and then they're too free. Why eat white rice? I'm not going to say you were in a tight place or eat a sit down place thing. Your health not going to be okay. So you really got for going to this farm, you don't take politics, don't put it aside, because if the free quality education, people put politics inside. So they say they can't buy sandal, they buy crepe, they buy school bag. Let's start somewhere. When former President Komon-Tok called the free healthcare, so we're going all over this country for propaganda. Let's start somewhere. That Panadol they buy 25,000. If you know they buy again, Lord tell Papa go thank you. For now move to another level. But if we begin put politics before, we not go succeed. So the economic situation, the governance business, not a one-man business, not just President Bio. President Bio can play one part. So my president is not play the way can some man get problem with that. Oh, they fly, nobody they fly, they come. But what about the games where they behind the fly? The games where they behind the fly, now if you look at, for the very first time, Mukusai Salon found himself, the education minister, go on a world meeting and go make her as the best education minister. This same David Senge. He was not up to 40 years. You understand? Now, chief minister, because of his performance, we do that the education sector. He don't go at that level. So every youth, don't play with your own part. Don't come up behind this push. This morning, sir, for me to talk to me, I did my ear, my brother. Then almost, and they look the man, and they get 20,000, but they sell like a ghost. Again, the 20,000, I tell you go to the health facility, tell you don't say, me say, let you talk, I can't pay. But you really see the young man saying a ghost. Just because of this push. Look, won't be in this push. Lord, we all as authorities, whether in an APC or SLPP or whatever party you belong to, Lord puts alone first. If this country for run better, past all come together. When election done, Lord forget about politics. But if election done, we still need our politics, no problem. Now you will see you study my election, where they take place next month. Wait, when they start campaigning, I think on the 4th or so, then they declare campaigning. Let's see disaster and then peninsula. When that's another for the sleep.
Hello,
you will see people who come on at the national politics, they go under. Go get drugs, go get other things that will create problems. And that they can go before.
I know that's the most challenging aspect of the man election. You know, I know very crucial election.
Very, very crucial. Crucial too much. Yes. Attention.
And Friday, I host Will from Awareness and also Raymond George from ECSL. You know, the concerns about security, and that is very crucial if we want for make headway in this country. So if there's a security, obviously, we will see the man and the Duma election go well. But
the peninsula and the mountain is part of Sierra Leone.
Yes.
The peninsula and they all with money they can enjoy. So the peninsula get elections within this 1 month and peace not the halala did it. Trust me, problem. People don't go there. And they want to deal with hotel and restaurant and bars. The business will stop. So we don't want first that crisis happen. I know because some of them they live in that area, we don't start to engage the young people, the non-violence, the lawlessness. Let begin talk. Let begin get themselves off from that. So at the end of the day, the community will be peaceful. Not also as election kind of class they begin come out, next they come out. It's wrong. It's not correct too. So now we make sure say the headman and the woman election. I always forget what the headman. I always focus on the headman.
That's just so because obviously the woman and sister will be part of the election. But let's come back to Mohammed. You know, what you think say now the way forward now? You know, because 4 months, not just 4 days, and we don't see the formation of the government, and there's seem for the push. But generally, what you want to say with regards to moving forward as a nation, you know, for get things right, and in turn, we're able to strengthen the economy, and people able to move and able to get things done. And if you buy, imagine I ask for jelly now almost 10,000 euros. And then there's any buy jelly 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6, 7, 8,000. Now, jelly is almost 10,000 euros. So, what you have for be advice?
David, you know, government, as we say, election done, and then we now focus on development. And governments also focus on development on the human side. I think, say, it needs to be more emphatic and robust in the area of, ensuring discipline. You see, we live in a country where all man seem to do what you want to do, and things say we do them and go away with that. And then the issue of price control. That you just mentioned, so let's start from there. First, don't go for what's idealistic. If you plant some, you know for what I am. Well, I want to have fear will affect them. If we have fertilizer, So those are all other issues. Them way plus more way things say they not correct. So government on the side, therefore also ensure see, as one for pull away politics, from development after elections. No, also ensure to pull politics in development as threats in terms of what you for do as a nation. Mr. Lamy just mentioned which guys for Kanji Stone, for example. So man who have to use influence now. But even individuals for use now, we use them for the right purpose. In terms of really make farm, for just the people for just saying get power. If anybody get power, now by God in grace. If anybody get appointments, now presence in will. Therefore, use the power, the word of politics of intimidate other person. We will solve a peace system. APC they will accept, all the kind of system. But the point is that if we go for provocation, we come back to where we come out. If we go for dialogue, no dialogue from the point of strength. And ensure say mean what we say and go by what we say. And now in terms of development generally, government for ensure say it's a price control. No, look at society problem. We don't government to challenge a lot of things that happen, get for support for education, health and this that. But let's look at government also looking at some tension outside necessary at the moment for pushing the action. Why should they wait for things we all want to do for ensure say so don't move forward? So as to me, the what we say off camera to get some less each. We realize say it's electricity itself a critical components of development. And then if that ever happen, if man get a freezer, you just buy water from you live by here in family. Don't present comment internal. There was an issue of blackout at this country for some time. Not when they can about along the way. and they may make a phone line program. I told this AYV or SLBC, somebody they called from one from Eastern. He say, ain't get a problem. We like no, you know, see loss. He say, he gets 4 picking them when I'm born. If I get 3 picking, 1 I'm in picking. 2 days afternoon, 2 days morning shifts. So the 2 days when they go sell water, the other no go afternoon, this I go rest. When I put money for the day, each team they said not less than 300,000.
Imagine.
Yes, for them of 2 people then, you know, of morning shifts, 300,000. You know, the guy they say not less than 300,000. When they put an even 10 together, they got all the money, about 600,000. Then they asked on the radio, they say, what should they eat? He said, no. He's supposed to buy plastic for selling water. So he's supposed to buy water. So we buy water, pump water. So that itself, the economic empowerment, assuming you know, you want to employ people for work staff, and then at the same time, even for save money now and for taking care of his family. So what we are saying is that electricity is also very important. But government, in new way, things are not easy as we know right now. But not global as well, because this is a global aspect, hit up, but at the same time, we get a role as a country, as a sovereign state, we just say, we're pushing reaction, we're saying, you know, we just say, oh, this is an issue that become problem now. Mr. Bola mentioned for who are for Canada, me from who side in the office of Kaya, the most of the guy 15 you. And I ask her, I say, I know against keeper, it's not fear. So, from actually, it's also I believe from the meeting for Kaya, you know, you have to pay 4,000, but I have to pay to come because you always say that the fear. So therefore, we know Sierra Leone is not peculiar to what is happening in the world. But as a nation, we now have to look at 2 things we do for people. At least for a moment, we just say certain things they pipe down, let people get some kind of respite in terms of living condition, for move forward. There's no price control at the moment, and the fear is causing a lot of problems. You not get fear. People not get fear, but it gets fear, value in terms of cost and all of that. So government, therefore, I should say the space is open, more inclusiveness, and then we may not to say, and then now plan development, not by sentiment, but by constitution. Even agriculture itself, the push, unfortunately, the young people are almost there. And I tell them, I say, well, if we want to take push, and then you work them, don't now, I will get a job. Now you will ask me, you say, well, if I want a job now, I will let the push. So, and after I say, well, the job, let the push. It's also, well, it's you. You get the point, say? So, I want for, in a way, governments, even the issue of push, for declare as national emergency. National, in fact, as a criminal kind of thing.
When you get community people, will probably go to back. They want
I agree.
So if police want to go arrest them, then you see the community people always want to come at the police, say, why not want to arrest them as soon as so. So all of them things, and it's worrisome and scary.
David, me and you, we told humility, we want primary school, we made our own community.
I know.
Yeah, I'm proud of that.
Sure.
And when we go, it is see, we go to the community, even if you go to school safe, if not put less. What I will tell you say, I guess so, not to say before this, put less, and language house. Well, I got this so. We go to communal parenting. We don't say because a person born in Pune, but if anyone don't want to say by papa, then we'll be serious now. We explain. But now with the advent of human rights, no, it don't happen. Well, it's not bad because human rights also for the past of somebody. But what they say is that the community gets a role for play in terms of crime, and controlling crime. Because it's very crucial to take our community and the part of Tomango and everything at the hub. As they born light as it is, moving towards that hotel by that station.
Yes.
You see young girls, you see young men, unfortunately. They are all looking for buying push on the streets. And when they can't tell me, say, you get potato, work at the house, they follow canals. Do you understand the point? I said, don't know who something. But the point is that it's sad. It's unfortunate. So if we want to look at the issue of young people, we look at them from a disadvantage point of view to them, because there is a disadvantage. But at the same time, the young people get a role for play, and the community gets a role for play. For every good or bad man we see, one a family, and that family lives in the community. So the whole community, and I say, we put hands together for kick against children good. Because presently they live like all the community, now we want to live, that's his station. Mr. Lamini only live in the peninsula. We live in the Dead West. We live in Waterloo or beyond. So the point is that we start with them, when you say, we play with well as community people for not for condone things that we don't correct. But at the end of the day, the people away, they go along the bad way, na part of way and a part of society. If they are good, they can help us. When they are bad, we are threats. So in either way, we for stop, what to not correct and to empower and also say contribute, vital way for stop that. All
right, I'll come back to you, Mohammed, as we try for round up. I'm sorry, generally, what you have to say about governance in Sierra Leone as we speak currently?
Governance as we speak, we all got to play with your role. And as the current trend go, you get MDAs will not get control over within the one for do. You get MDAs will for do everything possible for get control over within and they do. Because if they not try for get control and manage, because they are not get control, it will cause problem. Like the fear. Government not get total control over this fear. And this fear, I want to they make almost everything they go up. Now, you get some other MDAs who get room for play, like ETSA. I get serious problem with ETSA. We don't want for increased electricity. You understand? We have the Bunduna, we have the car power ship, we get the generator. But the management of electricity, why or ETSA, why are they highly interested in running generator? Then they tell you they want to pay car power ship. You understand? Then we want to go run generator. And some of them don't probe into all that. When they burn one drum fuel, they say that 2 drum fuel will burn. So at the end of the day, you see say the expenditure is high. And when this expenditure high, what will happen? When they come back and call people and say, one for increased price. And when they increase tariff, it can affect people more. Because some other Kolwatana money are addressing the camp. That Kolwatana going for making family for survive. You know? So why some other MDAs don't get control? Some other MDA for get control and for tell you the truth. Because some people still they say no, not all car power shit debt. But why? Not only they pay tariff for we.
Yes.
Why are we still having blackout? Why are we still having light when a red one way, not a good better current? Why?
And William, what about the tariff itself?
Yeah.
When you buy one,
no, I don't understand it today. No, listen, I go school. I go school. Electricity tariff from the day we don't come up and postpaid to prepaid. People in the line for electricity, I'll still go to Liverpool Street, the line for pay. Now, people in the pay. But the tariff, for let me explain to you, understand. Because today I buy 100,000, I get 100 unit. Next month I buy 100,000, like 50 unit. How I go for understand?
But I think
and this time all they bring serious prices to we.
Excellent for explaining proper.
Now they go just grab the whole meeting at City Hall. Now we take it now this, you take this fit and I didn't know you can't forget to the community, you explain to people. You can't forget to Mambo, you can't forget to Ogo Farm, to Lumley. Explain to them Makituma why they really increase the tariff and let the Makituma able to ask you questions. But if you just go to free transit or refer, maybe I forget issue them because they go put my name on the long list, the organization name, and I know if you see letter of invitation for the program. Because if I been go there definitely I forgot charge them heavily. So some MBAs therefore really step up. Now as I tell you, so even the moment I come, they are going to go up again. Tariff therefore go back. This is just reality, it's just fact. You understand? So all the MDAs there for pushing. And one of them got to be the Ministry of Agriculture. Yeah. We got to monitor the Ministry of Agriculture for ensure say the fertilizer, the seed and other things where government and donor got to provide. You cannot for the panel. Because if not that, we're not going to succeed with this agricultural business what they talk about. They got to give farming implements and tools to people when they really go to farm. Let them not give somebody 20-acre farm to somebody who go and residence in Shaka Street. You understand? At the end of the day, they go see the farm. Go to the community. Go supply the good thing.
When they miss the farm and community,
yes,
you will really get the farm.
Yeah. That's it.
But if it's done you see the issue. You know, you ask what you ask, we will still ask me. But the point is that within a critical roadmap in terms of
we got to make some efforts, some sincerity.
But sincerity.
Otherwise, the crisis will continue.
The living condition of people, Nasayalun. There's not much about it. It's difficult.
We don't say the president is trying. Now anybody tells the president they try, and not like this country.
No.
Anybody tells the president, do you know they can try?
No.
For ensure that this country they in the correct footing, and right, it don't cause problem. But it's not easy. That's the bottom line. It's not easy.
We're not even emphasizing the fact that the president is really trying. And all they see, all the guys say they feel them.
But they try.
But also they say, what president is also very trying. There are people looking for step up.
When they step up for step up. Because the president will be on side. Not all of us apply fertilizer again.
No, you go school. You know, we explain what it's tariff. Me, I know. But they understand as well. But then
so we get for bring kids and you know I think
they never come. No, they never come again.
Wait, they don't come.
No, they never come.
ESA is concerned with regards to the ESA is concerned with regards to the economy and say
what's the economy? When the car power ship, when the Gunguna, why they go to the car power? Who that people never pay like me?
No.
It is not paid.
People are paying. Because
people are paying.
But listen.
Let them go do some internal checks. Who said they sell electricity illegally?
Yes.
Illegal connections. and some administrative side, they make them go check what they go wrong.
Yeah, among themselves.
Because at the end of the day, this whole bad name they come to President Bio. Yeah. Oh, this government they increase them, all tax they go up, all this they go up.
You understand?
President Bio go they all side. Not only they appoint people and for them as a certain side.
No.
The Minister of Energy don't go for the all side. He's doing well. Candace says I don't go in a similar time to don't go launch mini grids at the provinces. So village they get electricity, they get cold water at a very minimal cost. It go on smoothly. Why Freetown? When you can Freetown disaster, you go to Makeni, there is light. It enjoy light, and they go on small, you go for not the same thing. But when you see Canada, this city, yeah, Freetown, this name, I tell you, name will go for change.
No. So, of recent, I saw some reports in the account.
I know you're cooking.
Not somebody.
Yes.
It's a Mohammed, it's a Freetown. Now, so for now, they exist. You say because we don't want to live side, we don't understand how the magic. Just because some people just feel safe, therefore disturb, developments along the way, and not correct. And the culture, that church, they quickly did.
Yes.
So I don't talk about. And really, no politics. President, go to the Minister of Agriculture. Go to the directors. They don't take powers, they don't invest trust in you. When inside it happens right now, don't look at person by face. Say because you forget farm by fine documents. No. Farming, those will take the day. Farming at the ground. And then you just say, look at what's in there for good at each district and support that district day. And the one that will make farming, if you don't say that kind of thing, they'll get home grown. No, the one district for one thing. Of course, over the farmers. But side this, the way we look at it, and say, oh yeah, if we put ginger there, it will do well. If you have to do less than them 2, 3, 4 days, so you will feel some in sell more. Pay attention to that.
Let David begin bring ministers, managers. Now, yeah, let them show side and farm the exact position. We know what can do.
The first 5 years.
2 months from now, they forget farm.
No, the first 5 year farm.
Sorry, the first 5 years.
The first 5 years. So a person says now, let do backlog.
Let double backlog.
So, but
really need for improving agriculture. People are hungry. Let me tell you for free. People really go speak bad food.
No, sir.
And even some of you, we not for be honest with yourself. We're not for doing it rest. For they planting, for they eat yams, for they other things. We don't know about this rest no more. This Chinese rest. No, we have to be serious with this agriculture. The president don't say, he don't give the free kick, he don't kick. Everyone have a time for get the ball for play your parts. For get more goals.
All right. Very civil conversation between Sarami and Mohammed. I think it's interesting because tariff, the fuel issue that way, not only poor people they affect. It affects we all.
Everybody.
And as long as you use motorcar, as long as you get generator, you don't use fuel. So I don't think anybody would tell me say don't go to a petrol station. When they sell at 30 million,
no, they affect to us. And for him to tell God thank you with the leadership for the PRA now, because definitely barrel what they can try. Go up sky. Just the storage facility alone. Try them how they by tell you don't 1 month, they spend 2 months, they fear London. You got for wrong go back. And when you go by frequently, then you go, they meet new price. But when you get storage facility, you pack quantity. So take with 3, 4, 5 months before you go buy again. So now they alone they cushion the price. It really a very young man. Don't they say young people live and try small. That was a very young man. Petrol is very critical for their kind of office. They make this kind of pack. The fuel price they can go up while they tell you for free. If not to kind of barrel be needed, like on the top of 50,000 for
per liter. How when they go up, they're available.
Yes, they're available.
So before now, it go up.
It go up. Always they born. Then they go hide them.
You get the point, sir? So we comment in that kind of young men.
They try.
Among young men, they already see. They be like I said the other day. Even you and AYB are doing fantastic work. Now I tell you, this space on the convention for just we talk to people and talk to people that we concern, for doing the right thing also very matter. And therefore, in the issue of where they talk about the fear, we cannot be able to sleep and wake. Or they don't talk about this electricity thing. No.
So the game laid out to the young man and the woman.
And the young woman.
Woman in the parliament about the 42 for the very first time. You look at the current cabinet. Woman in the back home.
Yes.
So the youths and women and they hold the game now. Yes. Look up to them. This right
all right, William Saulamin and the National Coordinator for CSO on Service Delivery and also Executive Director Accountability now, and Mohammed there, a youth activist, and we actually don't talk about issues surrounding governance, more especially with the President done 4 months in office since after the June 24 multi-tier elections.
Brother, then go.
When we talk self for the presidents really in the UN.
Yeah.
Actually, we're going for fair time for exclusive look at the
president.
Yeah,
but we really big APC.
Yes.
From
the local councils. This government, this hard up, bad hard up, no go less. Until APC no go. No, the local council, the parliament, if they not go there.
Trust me.
They not make justice to the people who voting up. Mind you, this election will pass now under rain. The campaign now under rain, the voting day now under rain. People they suffer. When they don't vote for people, people they go vote.
Let them
go play the country, move on.
Move on.
We are the big. That's my force.
It was still a work in the pursuit matter.
That's it.
And at that point now, you're for the position of strength.
That's it.
You know, you know.
If I don't go outside right now, the more they delay, it's possible for them 2028 to go affect them.
Because
one day over the hope now, they're going to hope, then they market themselves.
Yes.
But if it's not quiet to know for market itself, no problem. And donors don't give money, look without to mayor. Mayor don't go look to MOU. Now the UN will go. How will they go get that money now?
You know,
if you're not in office.
Apart from UN, if you go to climate change summit in Nairobi.
That's it.
And it gets a full engagement.
Yeah.
As
yes,
as one of the leaders for the C40.
Thank you.
Yes, yeah.
But if you're not in office, how you go to implement all of what they go do at these meetings?
Yes.
How? How you go implement them? So for me, it just like from model process, I'm not even go there.
Yes.
Because if you go there, me no mayor, now orator.
Yes.
Me no mayor, you don't have vast experience in the running of the council. Yes. You understand? So you go do presentation. It must get some. But if you get it in there, you know the hook. How the people are going to benefit?
So the man convincing.
That's it.
The woman in a woman will get connection.
No, the man,
the man, you know, inside a woman can die.
Yes.
And therefore, don't other experience make them vote for the second time.
Yes.
Let me
If I go up,
let me account.
Woman, they voting for the second time. And this city, this time, that's
a woman. Just to convince them, you know, one woman. Let me account.
All right. Well, it's a call that you know, Sierra Leoneans encourage the main opposition All People's Congress Party for partake into governance, you know, good council and also parliament and also involve into governance, and let me see the structure flow. And on the 15th of October, hopefully, I understand the parliament for resume, and the lot of talks about the return of the main opposition All People's Congress APC party. I know talks done currently, you know, for South and Cape for resolve, then Tindia, and you know, everybody go back. Now normal place. I don't say that young MP there.
Come back. The young MP there. You see that young one, they don't get by fine car. The family they go school. They still see that they wait no more.
I know.
We're not happy about it. Man, again just small.
Remember July 4, what was the president? What did the president say? When you look at President Bio, it's adjusted right now, and how you appoint in cabinets. We get to say for the first time in this country.
One day not be it.
One day it not be.
Not even America.
Unprecedented.
Not even America. One day be it.
Secondly, President Bio gets a short say in all of some of the days of the appointments again because you have to go to APC.
Yeah.
But because they say no, they work case, no, they mix. So it would not. He said,
you know, I will continue for appointment.
I will call you. Say, you know, that's the thing.
Because when they call you, particular for say no, go there. Now, they be worried now. The headman in the woman election.
Yes.
Now, APC don't go from back.
Yes.
Now, if that man goes strong with APC, go fete, he go win for the headman or the woman.
We say not going back.
How go for go?
Although I know there's probably people are going for the go as independents, but also they must get them political party.
The two parties there. How can the two not point this country? How can the two back make this country? Otherwise, better not go for this.
Nobody coming by this one.
I know. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for being part of the show. I know. All right. Well, that's what we're in this edition of News and Current Affairs show this day, and this day will return again tomorrow for the final edition. There are a lot of international days, and today we understand Sina World Rabies Day and also Maritime Day, and you know, and Right to Access Information Day in September City. So there are a lot of international days, and we also say next week also gets plenty international days as well. So we get for the be a part for to discuss issues surrounding Sierra Leoneans. We go on this edition today, and this to go return again tomorrow for the final edition for the week. My name is David M. Wilson. Many thanks to the production and technical team. Till then, do have a lovely day, and bye for now.